Презентація картин Браян Вабус, художника корінних народів на тему загарбницької війни в Україні в галереї Канадсько-Українській мистецькій фундації був чудовим прикладом дружності народів.
What a wonderful idea to create a work of art in honor of Ukraine, to dedicate the painting to Ukraine's brave fight against Russian aggression and peace, and then to make it available to the Ukrainian community by donating the painting to the Ukrainian Canadian Art Foundation in Toronto. I would like to begin by thanking the man behind the idea, Mr. Brayan Wabus, to thank him for his creativity, his initiative, and his generosity. We were all excited because it was a Canadian-Ukrainian first in terms of subject matter in the visual art field, and a first in terms of the artist's heritage. No other artist has ever created a work representing traditional indigenous cultural images and myths against a background symbolic of Ukraine's independence. Brayan Wabus is a gifted indigenous artist known for his colorful paintings and carvings. Born in 1955 at Chapleau, he spent his early years at the Pic-Mobert Reserve in the Thunder Bay area, where he spent many winters trapping with his parents and grandparents. After the death of his father, when Brayan was 9 years old, he was placed in St. Joseph's Training School for boys, where he suffered terrible abuse and lost his indigenous culture. At age 22, he began rediscovering and exploring the Anishinaabe heritage which had been beaten out of him in residential school, and at that age he started painting. In response to the war in Ukraine, Brayan Wabus has created this impressive painting before us, and it's titled The Seven Grandfathers' Teachings: Respect, Love, Bravery, Honesty, Truth, Wisdom, and Humility. The seven grandfathers' teachings are the founding principles of character by which each Anishinaabe should live by. The seventh warrior, bearing a Ukrainian flag, is depicted centrally, riding across the blue and yellow background, a symbol of Ukraine's independence and bravery. There are 7 bird silhouettes flying overhead. They represent eagles, as well as 2 pairs of stylized eagle feathers floating in the sky in the upper corners of the composition. In First Nations culture, eagles are considered sacred because they fly closest to the Creator. They symbolize respect, honor, strength, courage, power, wisdom, and freedom. In presenting traditional indigenous cultural images and myths, such as the 7 grandfathers' teachings, 7 eagles, and eagle feathers against a background symbolic of Ukraine's independence, Brayan Wabus has created an interesting, unique, and powerful composition. A composition which, in keeping with the Woodland School's style of indigenous art, combines traditional legends and myths with the reality of today using contemporary media.
It's almost like, to me, it's almost like a teardropper feeling, but in a good way, that's what I mean. It's heart-touching. And when I saw this happening, when the war broke out, and I got my feelings back, slowly, all these years after residential school was taking my feelings and my love and my culture away. But I didn't want to let this happen to me. And, you know, the abuse I took there, they told me, you're not going to become of anything. But it's hard. But I'm happy. That's the whole thing. I feel good. When I saw this happening, I saw families, children, hurting in Ukraine. Anyways, I put tobacco down every now and then. I asked the Creator to give me that strength to do something. And this is what I did. I didn't let the residential school beat me. I found my culture when I was about 22 years old. Started getting back into it heavy. Medicine people, medicine women, sharing circles, 28-day programs, counseling. I had to tell myself, you're not going to beat me. No, you're not going to beat me. And today, I've been doing this for 45 years, and I will continue. And I will continue to do it to meet with everybody. Thank you in Ojibwe. Proud to be Native. Thank you.
What it means to me for definitely peace. We want peace. This is what the seven grandfather words are. I thought right away, we need peace. If we live by those seven grandfather teachings, we wouldn't have a problem. But it's really tough. It's not like 300 years ago. My people lived on those, although we went through rough times. And when I donated this is what I looked at the Ukraine people. Stand strong. You have to stand strong, and they are. And it's heartbreaking. Even when I did some talk today, I kind of broke down because it's just the feelings that I got back. And this is what hurts me when I see what's happening in Ukraine. So I had to donate this painting, and that's what I did for the people, hoping and praying today for peace, to stop this.
So I would like to invite Pani Kudryk Christina to the podium for a very special presentation.
On behalf of the Ukrainian Canadian Art Foundation, I would like to thank you for conceiving, creating, and so generously donating your beautiful piece to our foundation. A piece that is dedicated to Ukraine's brave struggle against our oppressor. The title of your work, as already Dr. Darevich has mentioned, is Respect, Love, Bravery, Honesty, Truth, Wisdom, and Humility. If we would all live by those words, perhaps the world would be a different place. As a token of our appreciation, we would like to present you, would you please come up, Brian? A certificate of recognition from our organization for you to hang on your wall and feel proud of what you've done.